This is Donnie Vermillion, live from the UNN studios on Core Hall. We've got a breaking story for you. Let's go live to our own Kate Lockwell on the fringe world of Marsara. Kate?
Thanks, Donnie. Rebel Jim Raynor has reappeared in a big way. He's attacked a Dominion depot near Backwater Station, seizing weapons and distributing them to the local populace.
Kate, I bet the locals are pretty nervous about having a notorious outlaw in their neighborhood.
Actually, Donnie, the people I talked to seemed really encouraged by the...
You heard it here first. Jim Raynor, terrorizing the locals on Marsara. When we return, are your kids using stim packs?
Keep talking, pal. I'm just getting started. Sarah, sometimes I think it would have been better if you just died that day.
This looks recent. This you're doing, Jimmy?
Folks in these parts are ready to fight back against Minsk. Guess they just needed a little push.
You still take this whole revolution thing pretty serious, then?
Everyone needs a hobby, Tychus. Call me curious, but how'd you get out?
Well, I busted out of my cryo freezer while they were transporting me to New Folsom. Oh, I must have killed at least a dozen guards with my bare hands.
Yeah, I've heard this one before. But you left out the part where you walked on water, made off with the warden's daughter.
Don't you get uppity with me, boy. I heard all about you becoming a big-time freedom fighter while I was away. What happened, Jimmy? The war for truth and justice get too much for you.
I ain't licked yet, Tychus. And I promise you, Minsk is going down, one way or another.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from the UNN studios on Core Hall. We've got a breaking story for you. Let's go live to our own Kate Lockwell on the fringe world of Marsara. Kate?
Thanks, Donnie. Rebel Jim Raynor has reappeared in...
Thanks to your actions, Marsara is now in a state of open revolt against Arcturus Minsk. Ex-convict Tychus Findlay has revealed the Dominion came to Marsara to excavate an alien artifact. Seizing the artifact will strike another blow against the Dominion and generate funds from selling it to Findlay's mysterious contacts.
This old outpost don't look like anything special.
Keep your shirt on, son. Dominion engineers been digging out here for months. See that crane? They're getting ready to move the artifact they found off-world.
Well, I'll be damned.
See? You gotta have a little more faith, Jimmy.
All right, time to give the Dominion a wake-up call. Let's smash that base and haul that baby out of there.
Reason why I clicked twice on that TV is I thought that there would be additional stuff aside from that report, but as it turns out, every character has about one thing to say between the missions, and if you click on them again, they'll just repeat the thing I said before. And this mission is pretty standard too. You just build units and take over that little dig place. And two achievements on normal and hard are collect all the resources on the map and complete the mission under 10 minutes.
Big job, huh?
On hard, of course. So at this point, we just build a strong economy and build a force and
train them up at the barracks. While we're at it, extra SCVs will help us harvest minerals faster. Train them up at the command center.
It's a bit more of a tutorial since he's explaining all that, but it's pretty easy. Just build SCVs, build more supply depots, and build more Marines. The one interesting thing that Blizzard did is they put some resources in several single-player levels to speed up the whole process and make it different from Starcraft 1. Because in Starcraft 1, each level took a lot longer. It took you longer to build your SCVs, and on average, I think a level took 30 to 40 minutes. Starcraft 2 is a bit more story-oriented, I'd say, and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes depending on which level of difficulty you do. And the only difference between levels of difficulties are, well, the opponent's AI is more aggressive, and they usually have more units in some places. Like on casual, there wouldn't be anyone guarding those minerals, so there weren't any Marines in this area, and it was just easier.
The doctor is in.
Another helpful tip is to bind your important buildings to certain keys, or the way I say it is just control. So you control 1 your command center, and control 2 your production buildings. And you can also control your control 9 or 8 your SCVs to just see how many you've got.
Good. That'll keep the Dominion off our backs.
To get like full saturation and stuff.
Those folks need our help, Tychus.
And
There's
for
no
all
way we're
you
leaving them to rot.
Rebel scum.
This was a bit of a silly move for me because I didn't have enough Marines and I got overrun. So this is embarrassing. But like I said before, for all you new people who just picked up StarCraft 2, a single player or a campaign is a pretty good you can't really call it a tutorial, but preparation for multiplayer and all those hardcore people that play multiplayer. Another interesting thing that Blizzard did with StarCraft 2 is they put challenges in, which also help prepare you for multiplayer experience and to make the transition a bit smoother. Because if you get owned the first time you play multiplayer, then you probably won't want to do it anymore, or you won't like it as much. But now I'm just building supply depots to not get supply blocked. And in missions like these, where you have to do it within a certain period of time, it is a good idea to build more than one set of barracks, and that'll help you out in the long run, because you're mass producing units and you're overrunning your opponent instead of him doing it to you, and you're speeding up the process again. So the one thing that I actually didn't do in this mission is collect all the resources.
Welcome aboard, boys.
And there is gas that I missed.
Kick the Dominion's ass.
To the left of the ramp.
Raynor's the man. Dominion can go to hell.
Oh,
It's Raynor's boys.
the other important thing that's different from StarCraft 1 is the fact that you can highlight more than one building, more than one production building, and just produce units that way. You can, I think I have 5 barracks at this point. Highlighted, well, not highlighted, but bound to 2, and I just select that and produce out of all 5 barracks at the same time. Oh, and another difference is you don't have to have all your units at one spot to select them. What you can do is you can bind them to a number, and then select that number and hold shift and highlight additional units, and they will be in your group. So that just makes it easier
Nice job.
microing and macroing that way. This is a bit of a rookie mistake because I didn't move my Marines further, so the Marines up front were blocking the guys behind, and only the first line was shooting in the bunker.